How you doing, everyone? It's Juan Romero here from Switchwatch. Hope you're all well. Missed you guys and girls. Haven't done a review in a little while now, but we're coming up to a really busy period. Gonna have a few game video reviews coming out in the next couple of weeks or so. Now, this game code was provided by Sandbox Strategies on behalf of Bad Habit Productions. Let's see what Marble It Up's like and whether it's worth your hard-earned cash. In terms of the story, in this one it's about a marble that wants to take over the world. The marble was special in its ability to jump, roll around and consume special powers to get the marble to its special destination. Alright, you caught me. There's no story here, but I kind of just got going and went with it. When I was a child, I was fascinated by marbles. Something about the colours, the differing sizes, and the nice little weight these marbles had to them made them really collectible, and kind of how the colour just floats inside the little glass marble made them really fascinating for some reason to me. I'd end up trying to make all sorts of contraptions as well for my marbles to run down, and we'd play all sorts of marble games with friends as well. So yes, marbles were and still are great unless you swallow one, but let's not go there. Now, when they came as games in digital form, such as Marble Blast Gold or Marble Blast Ultra, I couldn't get enough. It's great then that the team behind those games have worked on this one for the Nintendo Switch, and what better way than to take a marble game portably. But let's see though if the magic is still present in the gameplay. Now, for me, a marble game has to get one thing right, or otherwise I'm just not going to play at all. It's the weight of that marble, or the feeling that it has a certain weight to it when you're moving it around. And on that note, the controls are very tight. Now, it's very similar for me anyway when I'm playing a pool game or a snooker game in that respect. If the physics are off, then the game doesn't feel right. It puts me off completely. Thankfully, the physics in this game feel solid. The gameplay is really simple. You start with a marble at the beginning of the level. You have to navigate that marble through certain obstacles to reach the end in the quickest time possible, which then uploads to the online leaderboard. You can jump, slow the marble down and make it move really fast, but it takes real precision and skill to finish the level quickly and to finish off some of those later levels at all. Such are their complexities. Now, within each level you'll come across power-ups like a jump so that you can reach greater heights, speed boosts or wings that will carry you over large chasms. You can only have one power-up equipped at a time, and you'll have to use these at the right time obviously to gain its maximum effect. Use a speed boost at the wrong time and your marble will fly off the level and bang goes your time. Now, the game is not only fun because you can play in short bursts. Each level is around a minute or two long, but what keeps you coming back for more is trying to complete the levels in the quickest time so you can gain medals and put a decent score on that leaderboard. I have to say that this game has kept me up at night due to that one more go feeling you get from it. There will be times when you get frustrated trying to eke out that extra split second only for you to make a mistake. It's also about finding the best route to the goal, which is another thing that makes this game feel great, as there's not always a set path. Complete levels and you can unlock differing marble designs, which are nice, but the meat of this is just completing each level as fast as you can. There are 40 maps or levels to get through, and you also have the ability to watch replays on the online leaderboards to see how people posted those times and how they got those scores, which is brilliant. It's a nice little touch. As you get further into the game, the maps become more complex and more difficult, but for me, that's what I found the enjoyment the most. The only ones which I wasn't keen on were having to collect the gems before completing certain levels, but I guess this was supposedly to add some variety. There is nothing really negative I have to say about it, it's just simple, good fun. In terms of audio, it's a delight in this game. It's a mix of electronic tunes which do not overburden the game at all and are just nice to listen to. However, I do have to question the quality of the sound itself, as it sounds like it was slightly overly compressed, which is a real shame. The sound effects could have used a bit more polish too, but these are also minor complaints. In terms of the visuals and performance, visually the game is really decent to look at. It's not going to blow anyone away, of course. It's simple but nice and bright. The reflections of the marble against the shiny surfaces look good too, and the marble skins are cool enough, and you can always see the power-ups which are nice and obvious in the levels. Performance wise, I had no issues either in docked mode or in handheld mode, and the game ran smoothly with no problems at all, which is great. great to see. In terms of value then, the game is $20. Some may see that as expensive, but in my view, when a game like this gets its hooks into you, it gives you hours of enjoyment and hours of you trying to improve your skills to get better. That for me is worth it. There may be better looking games out there may be better sounding ones, but there's not many as addictive, and I don't know if that's a good thing, as the last thing I want to do is create a bunch of marble it up addicts all trying to compete for the best leadable times. So stay clear of this one, stay very, very clear. For those of you that don't know me and take things literally, I am being slightly sarcastic in that last sentence. On to my verdict then. In all honesty, Marble It Up is a perfect little game for the Switch. I love it and I don't care who knows it. It's just a pleasure to play, and ultimately it's what gaming's all about. Yes, it has a few slight flaws, but it's all about having fun, and this gives it to you in spades or marbles. It may be a tad on the expensive side and maybe could have done with being a little bit cheaper, but it's a minor quibble. In terms of this one then, I'll give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. Really recommended for sure. Now if you enjoyed this review guys, then please leave us a thumbs up or a comment letting us know where we can improve or what you think about the game or this particular review itself. I'd really like your feedback. It's always good to hear from you guys out there. And if you're here for the first time watching this review and enjoyed it, why not subscribe, hit that bell button so that we can notify you of further reviews in the future, and of course gameplay videos as well. We've got quite a few videos coming up in the next couple of weeks, certainly reviews that I'm sure you're all going to be interested in. My name is Juan Romero, this is Switch Watch. I'll see you again on the next one. Take care.